Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to day 3 of Holiday Glam. If you guys have missed the other days or the other tutorials, I will have a link here, and also you can just scroll through my channel and you will see them. Today I wanted to really focus on the skin, on the foundation, on pictures and flashback, and a very simple look. I know that tons of you have asked me to do like a beginner's makeup, and I think this is like the perfect example of a holiday glam, but it's very easy to achieve. So if you guys are interested in knowing how to achieve flawless skin, an even texture, just everything that's going to prepare your skin for tons of pictures, because I know that I take tons of pictures during the holidays, and girl, nobody wants flashback Mary to come back, okay? So let's go ahead and jump right into this tutorial, you guys. Let's get this face started. First, we want to moisturize. It's very important for you to start with a fresh, clean, moisturized skin, because if your skin is dry and if you don't apply a moisturizer, it's just going to look like a hot mess. Your foundation's not going to look good, and honey, your picture's not going to look good, okay? So I'm first going to take my Pure Cosmetics 4-in-1 Cloud Cream. This is a gel to water hydrating essence moisturizer. Yum, that sounds dreamy. But look at this packaging. I know it looks like a cute ornament when you look at it at the top. I thought I could grab it from here, but when you open it, this is what it looks like. Oh, I almost spilled that. Okay, so I'm just going to grab a little bit of that moisturizer and apply it onto my cleansed skin. A youthful glow and lush pillowy skin requires a moisturizer that plumps skin with hydration. Enriched with age-defying Keratin complex, the moisturizing 4-in-1 Cloud Cream hydrates, soothes, smooths, and primes the skin with limitless hydration, leaving the skin with a radiant and healthier looking appearance. Your skin will look so dreamy, you may feel like you're on cloud 9. Okay. We're just going to let that sink in for about 5 minutes, and then we can move on with the foundation. My skin already looks super glowy, super like plump. Ooh, I cannot wait to keep trying this. We're going to apply our primers. Apply the primers that you know work for you the day of Christmas Eve or whenever you're going to take pictures. It is not the day to try a new foundation, nothing new. So make sure that you guys stick with what's familiar to you, what you like, and what you feel comfortable with. So for me, I'm going to take my Cover FX Blurring Primer. I feel like I always use this, I'm sorry, but it works for me. I like to use this in like the area of my pores because it really minimizes them. And then I'm going to go in with the Farsali Skin Tune Blurring Primer on the rest of my skin. Really quickly, before I apply my foundation, I want to cover up my dark circles. If you guys have dark circles that day, make sure that you use either an orange or a peach corrector. This is also going to prevent your powder from looking gray. For today's foundation, I am going to be using something new, but I've been testing this foundation now for about a week now-ish. I've been using the new Loreal Infallible up to 24-hour fresh water foundation. The shade that works for me is 475. Oh my god, you guys. Okay, so yesterday you guys know that I uploaded like my candy cane makeup look, and I was wearing this foundation. I swear to you, I've been wearing that foundation, or I wore that foundation since about 9, 10 in the morning up until like 8 o'clock at night, and wow, I was looking at myself in the mirror. I remember earlier the other day, I went to Ulta to pick up unnecessary things, and as I was checking out, I was looking at myself in the mirror and I was like, wow, my foundation looks really good. Now keep in mind that I do use a setting spray, something like this, so I feel like that definitely helps prolong the wear of my foundation. But this is such a beautiful wearing foundation. So on the back here it says that it has a natural finish, which I agree. Wear up to 24 hours. I'm pretty sure because I had it for at least 10 hours and my skin looked amazing. It has medium coverage, which I would say it's medium to full coverage. I don't need to go back and add any more. And then it has a air light texture, which again, I agree. I just absolutely love this foundation. I recommend it to anybody. Even if you are oily skin, this one's going to look really good on you. Oh, I did want to mention though that this foundation does oxidize. So make sure that maybe you either get a shade lighter or kind of find a way to make it work, because I do notice that it does oxidize. Now moving on to the under eye, again, take a concealer that you know will look good on you. For me, I am going to take the Born This Way concealer in the shade Light Beige. I love my Tarte one as well. I just wanted to switch it up. Really, there's no rhyme or reason why I'm using this one instead of the Tarte. Then we're just going to blend out. Let's bake. Not that kind of bake, this kind of bake. We're going to set and forgets, okay? Now, again, you want to make sure that you're using a powder that you are comfortable with. Also, I do highly recommend that you guys do not use a powder that has any HD finish, because more than likely they're going to have a flashback. I recommend for you to use a powder that has some sort of color in it, like the Ben Nye banana powder or the Touch Up buttercream. Anything that has a little bit of color in it will make your eyes, your under eye look bright, but it won't look like there was powder underneath, you know? So I'm going to take the J.Cat Luxe Pro Powder in Porcelain. I mentioned this in my Holy Grail products. I love this so much. It has a slight pink undertone, but it's not obvious. We're going to contour. I'm going to take this Chicathon by Benefit. I think they released this last year and I love it. Actually, I only use the Hula shade, so I'm just going to take that. And you guys have been asking me what brush this is. This is the Stilazzi Angled Blush L312. Really like this brush because it gets into your cheekbones really nicely. Don't make the mistake that I did and apply too much of a dark shade, because you are going to look ashy. Trust me. So I'm going to apply that to my forehead. This is going to create a shadow and it's going to make it seem as if my forehead is not as big, but in real life it is. Blush is obviously optional, but I want to wear blush and I usually do wear blush. So I'm going to take this Morphe blush palette. This is the Warm Master 8W palette. And as you can see, it comes with a few like highlighting shades, or they're blushes, but I don't understand who wears shimmery blushes. I guess I'm the only one that doesn't like them. So I'm going to take a mix of this one and this peachy one, and I'm just going to pop it onto the apples of my cheeks. It's 2018. Everybody wants their highlight to be beaming in pictures. So what I like to do is I like to go in with a liquid highlighter first, and then we're going to top it off with a powder highlight. This is going to intensify that highlight, and when you take flash photography, it's just bing. By the way, I am using the liquid highlights by Kokie Cosmetics. This is in the shade Shine On, and with a brush I'm just going to pat it in first. You want to make sure that you work pretty quickly with these because they are liquid, and since we already have a powder set down, you don't want it to just like sit on the top and it's going to look like you have a line of highlight. You don't want that. I'm going to take a highlighting palette by LA Girl. This is the 6-color highlighter palettes. I feel like this one has quickly become one of my favorites, if not one of the best highlighters that I have, as far as like in a palette wise. So I'm going to take a mix of this one and this one, which is Pure and Radiant, and I'm just going to pop it on the highest points. You see how intense that highlight is. Obviously, if you don't want it this beamy, you can just tone it down by skipping the liquid highlighter. But if you really want your highlight to be poppin', take this extra step and you will not regret it. For the eyes, I wanted to keep it pretty simple, but still a little bit festive, because I was thinking more of people that were starting off with makeup. Maybe you're still not comfortable with like wearing bold eyeshadows. So what we are going to do is we're going to take just 2 shades. That is it. I'm going to take the MAC Saddle eyeshadow, which is such a gorgeous brown, and I'm going to take a fluffy brush, something like this. This is by Coastal Scents. And all I'm going to do is add it into my crease. I'm not going to be super careful with it. I'm not going to be too messy either. I just want my crease to be a little bit more defined so I can open my eyes. The next thing that I'm going to do is take this Cover FX glitter drops. We actually got this one in one of our BoxyCharm. And I'm going to take this little e.l.f. professional eyeshadow brush. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to lightly start packing it on the lid. Just like that. It's super easy, right? I'm going to pop on some lashes. Now, lashes obviously are optional, and the size, the length, the volume, the drama, it's totally up to you. I live a motto, and it is give me drama or give me death. Just kidding. But you guys know that I love super dramatic lashes, so I'm actually going to use my own. These are Drama Queen, and this is my collab with Lash Kitty. Now the lips are completely optional, obviously. You can do red, you can do nude. With this look, you can do so many different things. Sorry, I was like finishing my food. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go with a vampy look because I feel like everything is so nice and clean and fresh that a statement, a bold lip is a must. So I am taking my MAC lip pencil in NightMoth, and then I'm going to try this Pixie by Petra Berry Boost liquid lipstick. So that lip color was obviously not what I was looking for. So what I am going to do is take Goth Topic by Wet n Wild. This is a really pretty vampy lip, and it's super affordable. Okay, so since we are done, we are going to take a quick little picture test. I'm going to turn on my flash, and we're going to see how we look. The eyes look pretty and sparkly. It's a little bit dark in here, so you can't see it too well. But as you can see, there's no flashback underneath my eyes. Everything looks nice and clean. So I hope you guys found this video a little bit helpful. I hope you guys enjoyed the tips and tricks that I shared with you along the way. And let me know what you're going to be wearing for either New Year's or Christmas or whatever holiday you guys celebrate. Thank you guys for joining me today. I love you so much. Don't forget that I will be back tomorrow. So yeah, I will see you tomorrow. Mwah. Bye.